So the Harvard people are coming at what time?
Like their bus arrives at 3:10.
What was their bus originally scheduled for to arrive at?
Like 2 p.m.
Oh, I wish that they were here earlier.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah. It's okay.
Okay.
Great. Well,
It's more than
yeah. You're right.
I like you said 10. It's going to be a little awkward.
It's okay. Yeah, you can leave them open. Thank you.
You want me to shower?
No, it's okay. Thank you. Great.
Excuse me, if everyone wants to just come forward, get cozy, get comfortable.
Yep.
Let's all come at least 1 row forward, make it 5.
Yeah.
Let's fill it all up.
Can I play this? Can I play some music?
Let's not play some music.
Okay.
Yeah, feels great.
I wish that we had that.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
Me too. Great, guys. While we're here.
Do you want to hold this microphone? Yeah, we can hold the mic.
I also
We have the timing.
No, this guy.
For recording.
This guy.
I don't think that we need to because there's no and I need for that person.
Yeah, good idea.
But I think for that we want to be able to hear the film.
Yeah, that's good.
Is that fine? Yeah. Great. Okay, y'all. It's so great. Great. How do you feel this
You guys started?
Yeah, let's do it.
So we get started. We
Yeah?
had a yeah.
Yeah? No, yeah. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
That's what I'm
Get a little quiet. We want to get the party started.
Shake it up a little bit, get the party started. Well, hi everyone. Welcome to the Intercollegiate Psychedelic Summit 2019. My name is Alex.
My name is Victor Sir.
I'm Rahul Sood.
I'm Margaret Fleming.
So, thank you guys for coming. You know, you've all been chosen as the thought leaders to help co-create the future of psychedelic science, and we're honored to host you. Seeing how far some attendees and speakers have traveled to come for this event is this sobering reminder for how important this issue is for all of us. For some of us, it is exciting because it's the ability of psychedelics to perturb the brain's pharmacology in such a unique way. For some of us, it's exciting because it's the potential for using these to treat psychiatric disorders. And for some of us, it's the prospect of self-improvement and the ethical and philosophical implications of that notion. And all the potential areas where psychedelics can excite people, our attendees have just so many unique interests in the realm of psychedelics studies. And it's a diverse array of interests, and we're excited to host attendees with these equally diverse passions and interests. We represent the Penn Society for Psychedelic Science, which is a multidisciplinary student group at the University of Pennsylvania. We're dedicated to the study of psychedelic science through multiple intellectual and philosophical perspectives. We seek to promote thoughtful psychedelic research and public awareness of its findings, including those related to science, policy, and clinical applications.
And so the central theme of this summit is community, right? Look to your left, look to your right. These are your friends, your colleagues. These are people, you guys are here for maybe one day, maybe just today, maybe just for a few hours, or maybe just dropping in and out tomorrow. But we hope that through this summit, we can understand our responsibilities as researchers, practitioners, and enthusiasts during the psychedelic renaissance. And we are each playing an important role in what will become history, and we really have the opportunity to bring psychedelics into life through legitimate research.
Yeah, we want to acknowledge our positionality right now as students. We're lucky that we have the university to not only help us teach us about psychedelics, and we have access to the articles, but also the ability to speak about it and such a really great platform. We'd also like to thank the great researchers who have brought psychedelics back into the light in the West, and thank the indigenous cultures who have known these truths for far longer. Given this, we recognize that the Western field of psychedelic research has much growth in terms of equal representation of all identities, and we also want to recognize our own shortcoming in that most of our speakers occupy the identity of the majority. But we know that it's also on the shoulders of many differently identified individuals to carry this message forward, Indigenous or not, minority, majority, or intersectionally identified people. We all know one truth to be evident, and that is that the effects of psychedelic drugs and the science therein offers a promising and potentially revolutionary key into self-knowledge and global human connection. So we're really honored to be in front of you all today to talk about it, and we're excited to disseminate this knowledge and empower you to responsibly do the same.
So I wanted to point out, it's kind of interesting for me, the inquiry into psychedelic studies is unique in a scientific pursuit in that it has this immense cultural baggage, which other lines of inquiry don't. But despite this, we have amazing speakers who have devoted their careers to their curiosity, and for that, we really thank them. They're unabashed ambassadors for psychedelic studies. But beyond that, I challenge each of you today. I mean, if you look around you, there's so many empty seats, and this burden really is on your shoulders to also be ambassadors. Words carry weight, and the way you communicate, the way you talk about psychedelics could have the influence on other people's perspectives and thoughts. So I really want to encourage you to ask yourself, what is your intention here? What is your interest? What are your doubts? Express those and be cognizant of what that effect has on others.
And so we have a range of speakers for you guys today who will present on a range of topics. But before we introduce our first speaker, just a few housekeeping items. So the reading room in Houston Hall, where you guys all checked in, that's available for the entire day. As a place for relaxation, bonding, and if you just get lost, just go to the reading room, and then we'll figure it out. Another note: this is a summit on psychedelic substances, but the Penn Society of Psychedelic Science does not endorse the ingestion of drugs during the summit. We have a peer support team set up. We understand that psychedelics can be a challenging topic for some, so we have a peer support system set up tomorrow in Houston 111.
At lunchtime.
At lunchtime. And then we have a Donna system set up. This conference is free to attend, and so any contribution would be really, really helpful. We have a donation station set up in the reading room, but we only take what is freely given. There's an after party tonight at City Tap House at 7 p.m. So please feel free to come and chat with your fellow attendees. We'd like to thank Mylan Griffiths and David Yadin, who are not here today, but for all of their hard work and indefatigable support throughout this entire planning. For emergencies, notify one of us.
We'll be wearing the orange name tag, so you can always spot us by that.
Yeah. And then feel free to approach us at any time throughout the summit with questions, concerns, and comments. We're here as conference organizers, but more so as friends and peers. So, one note that I'd like to add is that the first two talks are going to be happening in this room with Dr. Matt Brown and Dr. Jonathan Moreno. But at 3 p.m., we have to kind of do a dance to Meyerson. So that's the design building that's like across the hall. Well, actually, can we get I just want to understand the audience. Who's from Penn?
Woo!
All right. Who's traveling from outside of Penn? That'd be the rest of you. Awesome.
Okay, so Penn students need to help these people out figure out where Meyerson.
Yeah.
Let's usher everyone to
We're going to Meyerson.
to Meyerson Design Building.
Me and Margaret will be helping people move over to Penn. I'll be like in the front of the crowd. Margaret will be in the back, help anybody.
Yeah.
Great.
Sounds good. But I'll turn it to Margaret.
Yeah, so I'm really excited today. I'm going to introduce Dr. Matt Brown in a second, who traveled all the way from Chicago. While I get him set up, feel free, if you could just turn to your neighbor and introduce yourself. This is a cozy crowd, so please get to know each other, and I'll set up his presentation. Thank you.
And let's try this one more time. So people in the back, feel free to come forward. Don't be shy. Let's fill in these seats up front. You can do a little dance if you need. Let's do it. Come forward, my friends. Come forward. Yes, yes, yes. Do it, do it.
Yeah, this is that. I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm ready. It's cozy. It feels warm.
And again,
Okay, so the mic I have. I shall mic him up.
You
Can you
guys
hold
have
this?
set up. I'm gonna guide people here.
Dr. Brown. So,
Yeah, I just submitted a few weeks ago
Oh, really? Yeah. Did you have you done the training or you?
I did the CIA.
Oh, yeah.
Well, just to check it out. After that, there's one more module where
sorry to interrupt real quick. I'm just going to mic you up real quick. Do you prefer the lapel or do you want to be behind the podium? We may as well chuck it on, yeah. If you want to go under your shirt, over your shirt,
Whatever works better. Probably
that works, yeah. And I'm going to just switch it on now, so be aware that your voice will now be on speakers, yeah? Okay, and yeah, that's a really good test. And then this little belt clip, so you can put it just under your belt.
Red hooks.
Perfect.
So
Love
legit.
it. Here we go.